Have you ever wondered, when did the first fleet arrive in Botany Bay? This historic event was the beginning of a new chapter for Australia, a moment that connected the vast southern land to Britain and reshaped its history forever. But what was the exact date when this monumental journey reached its first destination? Stay with us, and by the end of this video, you'll discover the answer. The first fleet, a convoy of 11 ships, set sail from Portsmouth, Britain, on the 13th of May, 1787. Its mission was clear: to establish a penal colony in New South Wales. Over the course of more than 20,000 kilometers and 8 months, the fleet endured storms, sickness, and the unpredictability of uncharted waters. But when did they finally arrive at Botany Bay? The answer lies in the extraordinary journey of these ships and the people aboard them. Life aboard the fleet was grueling. Convicts, numbering in the hundreds, were crammed into the lower decks, enduring appalling conditions. Diseases like scurvy, dysentery, and typhus were rampant, and the lack of fresh food and clean water only made matters worse. Convicts, many sentenced for minor crimes, were chained in overcrowded spaces with little chance to see sunlight for months on end. Among them were men, women, and even children, each with their own story of survival and hardship. Above deck, the Marines and their families worked tirelessly to maintain order and enforce discipline. Their role was vital, not only in overseeing the convicts, but also in protecting the fleet from potential threats. Officers, on the other hand, bore the burden of navigating the fleet safely across dangerous seas while ensuring that everyone aboard survived the long voyage. And then there were the sailors, the skilled crew who kept the ships moving. These men worked day and night in all weather conditions, often risking their lives to repair sails, steer the ships, and battle the relentless forces of nature. The success of the mission depended on their expertise, and without their efforts, the journey would have been impossible. But when did all of these efforts culminate in their arrival at Botany Bay? Before we go any further, don't forget to subscribe to join the First Fleet legacy. By subscribing, you'll uncover more incredible stories about the people and events that shaped this transformative period in history. The First Fleet's journey was not without moments of hope. Stops at Rio de Janeiro and Cape Town allowed the fleet to restock supplies, treat the sick, and prepare for the next leg of their voyage. These brief respites provided a glimmer of relief amidst the hardships of life at sea. But even these stops couldn't erase the mounting anticipation and anxiety of finally reaching Australia. As the fleet approached Botany Bay, the officers prepared to assess the land that Captain James Cook had described years earlier. Would it be suitable for settlement? The convicts, Marines, and sailors aboard the ships held their breath as they neared their destination, knowing they were on the brink of a moment that would change history forever. If you're finding this story as captivating as we do, don't forget to subscribe to join the First Fleet legacy. There's so much more to uncover about the challenges, triumphs, and legacies of those who made this journey. Now, let's answer the question you've been waiting for. When did the First Fleet arrive in Botany Bay? After 8 months at sea, the fleet finally reached its destination on the 18th of January, 1788. This moment marked the beginning of European settlement in Australia and a turning point that would shape the nation's history. So, the next time you think about the First Fleet, remember the 18th of January 1788, a day that symbolizes resilience, determination, and the start of a new era for Australia and its people.